following presentation of the National Football League.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you into Paycor Stadium on the riverfront here in Cincinnati. Tonight we kick off Week 7 with a great Thursday night matchup here, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Cincinnati Bengals.
Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gunn. To my left, Charles Davis. And Charles, you focus on this Bengal team entering play. They come off a disappointment last time out that put an end to their modest 3-game win streak. Meanwhile, for the visiting Steelers, they come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And the way they played last week defensively, you look at the tape, it looks like they had extra guys on the field, and they thoroughly shut down that offense.
Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
So out come the Steelers now for their first drive.
Leading them out is their 6'3" quarterback, the third overall selection in 2018, Sam Darnold.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6.
Gotta hope that's not a sign of things to come as they face an early 2nd and long. Now it's Darnold.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Bonito in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
To throw is Darnold. That's caught right side. It's Warren.
And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for 1st and 10. In motion right, that's Metcalf. Back to throw, Darnold.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now Darnold. Big strides, look at him go.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And the Steelers first down.
Now run straight ahead with Warren.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
And a short gain down to about the 33.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Here's Darnold.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
More than 1 defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead.
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot, Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Looking to put a drive together. Back to throw. Fields. He's got a man. Complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now we're going to get a timeout here for an injured player, and that's Ja'Marr Chase, who is in some obvious discomfort right now. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Play clock down to 0, and that's going to be a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Of course, that flag accepted, and it backs the ball up 5 yards. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Now Fields. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down and 15 yards to go.
To throw is Fields. And incomplete on the deep ball. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Fields now to throw. Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 21.
And the Bengals 1st down.
Here's Fields. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now it's Fields. And this is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Fields. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Steelers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. After the interception, here's Darnold. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Myles Murphy. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Darnold. This one into the hands of Metcalf. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? So who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
The Waitman now to punt as he sends this one away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals offense led by their running back headed out for the 2nd possession. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. That one goes for 24 yards.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Here's Fields. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd
Here we go.
down.
Fields throwing again. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special because Cutler was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense. And they were there to help force the incompletion.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Fields going to run. All the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
A gain of 15 yards. That's another Bengals 1st down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Chase Brown with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Bengals have answered that early field goal to take a 1st quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And able to get this out to the 25. Well, the Steeler offense set to regain possession. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is what they have to tell themselves. Don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 41-yard line.
Here's Darnold. That's complete to the receiver Thielen. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. 3rd and 2. Darnold now to throw. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. On 4th down, the Steelers call on Corliss Waitman to punt. Looking for the checkout bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
And this is caught. It's Brown. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Chase Brown. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Steelers 3.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
And the Steelers set to take the field.
And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
The loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw.
And this one too low. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. And it's 3rd down. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. Under pressure, and down he goes. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away.
After one, a 14-3 ball game. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because
he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one good for 37 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Out of the gun, Fields. Downfield throw tip, but he still got it.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
All right, you and I both know that was a lucky play, but I got to give him credit. Going up on the tip and catching that one.
Stayed with it, made his own luck, didn't he?
And he used his size there. Had a defensive back mentality to go up and get the ball on the tip.
And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD.
Justin Fields, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals are able to add on to that lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. A handoff for Warren.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. They'll set up a throw. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Shamar Stewart with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7.
Fourth down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
The Bengals offense and quarterback Justin Fields heading back out there.
Throwing to start the drive. Fields. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here we go. Blue 58, blue 58, set. Set high.
A shotgun snap, Fields. This one deep for Wilson.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Boy, took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
This is caught inside the 15.
And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now a first and 10 at the 11.
Here we go.
Throwing again is Fields.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Ships clear. Green 19, good set. Go.
From the gun, here's Fields. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Bengals are able to widen their lead here this first half. McPherson on for the point after.
And they open the lead up now to 25 points. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays.
And it was T. Higgins who capped the drive with the touchdown reception.
Kevin McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Myles Murphy in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. To throw is Darnold.
Here's a screen with Gainwell.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big.
He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
First down. First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Back to throw, Darnold. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Throwing again is Darnold. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, hang on here. DeAndre Hopkins is shaken up, so we're going to have a pause for an injury. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Darnold. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And the Bengals force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Chase Brown on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bengals have got it on cruise control. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they used it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now it's Darnold. Under pressure, they got him again. Myles Murphy. Make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. Steelers on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and forever. Now Darnold. And that is incomplete. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. The Steelers send out their punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. The home team's offense and running back Chase Brown set to take over once more. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Here we go.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw, Fields. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. 2nd and 10.
No loss.
It's now 2nd and 10.
3:30. Go.
To the air again, Fields. That is caught. Kincaid with it. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains, Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Here we go. Tonight.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Don't jump. Ready? Tonight.
Perine diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And a rout is on here in this first half.
Steelers 3.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Steelers ready for their next possession. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that route back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. This ball complete. It's an out route to Thielen.
On a gain of 3 on the play. And it's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Jalen Warren,
His first touchdown on the year.
and the Steelers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
Chris Boswell.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move
Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr.
And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. After the interception, here's Darnold.
He'll drop this underneath for Gainwell.
Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Darnold. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. The shotgun snap for Darnold. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
DK Metcalf from 3 yards out. And the Steelers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that will cut this lead down to 25.
Steelers 17.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return. And the Bengal offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Oh, and that is incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down.
Now it's Fields. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. And the Steelers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
A final shot before the break, Darnold. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hanson for our halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. Week 7 of the regular season kicking off tonight in Cincinnati. A lot of great matchups coming up this weekend. We've got the Eagles and the Vikings, Commanders versus the...
The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The home team's offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And he's made his presence felt in the passing game throughout the season. You look at the NFL's leader in receiving yards by a running back. His name right there at the top.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Looking to put a drive together.
Monday. Go.
Here's Fields.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
And the Steelers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
He'll find Metcalf. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Here's 2nd and 7. First carry for Kenneth Gainwell.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
And that is incomplete. Pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
The Steelers send out their punter now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here.
The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well, because it's not quite no harm, no foul. But the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound. And the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And that is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Up the middle, here's Pirine. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
11. Here we go.
Again, here's Pirine. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 26.
Here's 3rd and a few inches.
Don't jump. Ready?
Trying forward, Pirine.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Samaje Perine with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Bengals extend their lead yet again. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 25-yard line.
Darnold from the gun. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
Nick Bonito racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
25 yards on the play. And the Steelers.
Here's Darnold.
They'll check this one down to Gainwell.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Shamar Stewart able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Darnold down to throw. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 24-yard line.
That's another Steelers 1st down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Another try after the 1st down sack. Darnold under pressure, and they get to him again.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. They'll look to throw here. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball. And he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space. Couldn't uncover the end of the route. And that one winds up incomplete.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that will knock this down to still a very large 29-point deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Brings up 2nd down.
Hand off here for P-Ryan.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 13.
4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time.
We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. The offense on 3rd down tonight, no problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. T.J. Watt able to run him down for a 15-yard loss, and it will be 4th down.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
The Bengals bring out their punter now. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And got his man complete.
And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allowed him to convert on 4th and long.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here we go. Right.
Out of the gun, Fields.
Gonna look deep for Wilson. And this one is incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Fields. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Fields now to throw. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson.
And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. With 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
They snap it to Fields.
And my goodness, another interception.
It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Steelers will take over here just shy of the 30.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Nick Bonito bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. To throw is Darnold. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
Now they'll work with 4 receivers here on 3rd down and long.
Back to throw, Darnold. And he's going to go down again.
Drop for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
The Steelers send out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line.
So now out comes this offense led by their quarterback as they take over once more.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They can definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they put in a lot of backups to do it, and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to get them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
Here we go, son. Tonight.
To throw is Fields. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Here we go. Tonight.
And here we go on 4th down. Fields. This one deep for Wilson.
It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals.
Dalton Kincaid,
his 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Bengals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Pittsburgh offense making their way back out. But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, They do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and then try to hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Now it's Darnold. Over the middle, complete. It's Warren. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
That's good for a Steelers first down.
On the give, it's Warren. And he works free. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
That's another Steelers first down. It's a gain of 25 yards.
Here's Darnold.
First down, Pittsburgh.
Catch is made by Metcalf. And he'll be touched down at the end, but a big play on that one.
25 more yards. That's another Steelers first down. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Now Darnold. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Not the first and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Back to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. A big win there defensively on 2nd and goal. A loss of 7, and it brings up 3rd. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. His throw caught at about the 5. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Boswell for the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
56.
So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Adam Thielen. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. This offense making its way back out, led by their running back. We take a look at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns out of the backfield. His numbers are superior to the rest of his peers at this point in the season. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A gain there of 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the 50, here's Fields. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Here we go.
Fields throwing again. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for the coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference to see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
On 4th down, Fields. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And the Steelers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen.
Nick Bonito. My goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance. Well, a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. The shotgun snap for Darnold. That went out wide and intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play.
And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play. So it doesn't affect the outcome. Put a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Well, partner,